play. Tristan Dumar gets fed, and he heads left tackle to cap the 3-play 40-yard drive. The 2-point attempt fails, so it's 6-0 Bulldogs early. Payton City trying to answer immediately. Aaron Heasley connects with Wesley Smith on the slant, but Joel McCauley strips the ball. Tackett recovers it for the Bulldogs at midfield, but TVHS would have to punt. Payton City again going through the air. Heasley to Smith, but the ball comes out again. Jaden Stafford falls on it at the Wildcats 40, and the Bulldogs are opening up in Payton City territory. 4th and 10 here on that drive. TVHS going for it. Tackett hits Dumar on the screen. Dumar turns upfield, and he is gone. A 40-yard touchdown play puts the Bulldogs ahead 12-zip. Tackett had 4 TDs passing on the day. Bulldogs again with it to open up the second quarter. Dumar again gets the call, and he turns on the Jets for another 40-yard score. Tigers Valley pulls away. They go on to win 47-20. The Bulldogs improved to 1-2, picking up their first win of 2016. And Gilmer County playing at home for the first time this season, hosting Wirt County, and the Titans started out hot, scoring on their first possession, finishing with a 1-yard sneak up the middle for Trey Schuff. And after a 2-point conversion, Gilmer takes it an 8-0 lead. A few minutes later, Schuff will connect with Gunnar Haley over the middle. That's a huge gain after making some defenders miss, but Haley nor Gilmer County would be able to close out the drive. But on the Titans' very next run, Jarrett Pritt would finish the job with a 26-yard touchdown scamper. After another 2-point conversion, Gilmer goes up 16-zip. But with 2:06 left in the first half, a bad pitch would give Wirt County the ball at the Titans' 24-yard line. And it only took the Tigers one play to score after finding Drew Adams here in the end zone, who makes the nice takeaway grab. But it would be the Titans who go on to win this one, the final of that one, 40-12. It's the first time the Titans start the season 3-0 since the mid-'80s. Titans also looking for their first playoff appearance since the mid-'80s. When we come back, Shelby Cassesi takes over, and we'll be joined by Joe Bricado moments later.
Your hit of the week comes out of Elkins. The Tigers facing 3rd and long. Jarrett Zopp looking to the flats where he has Blake Loftus, and he's stuck hard by Bridgeport's Seth Friel. Friel laying the lumber on the big man. Bridgeport will go on to win 33-14. Welcome back to the 5th quarter, built by Trinity Homes. We'll make stops in Fairmont and Blacksville, but first we'll stop in Tennerton, where the AAA Buckhannon Upshur Bucks welcome the AA North Marion Huskies in a matchup with possible playoff implications for both sides. Buckhannon Upshur began their season with a win last week. North Marion coming off a loss to Fairmont Senior, but the Huskies rebounding quickly from that loss. It's scoreless in the first quarter when BU fumbles the ball and North Marion's Brendan Megna jumps on it. Huskies take possession on the BU 42, and they take advantage of the turnover. Tanner King takes it outside and totes it 9 yards for the score. The good PAT puts North Marion up 7-0 at the end of one. From the ground to the air, second quarter, Kyle Elliott with the play action finds Brett Mays with an incredible one-handed grab, but that's not all. He dodges the defender, and there he goes. A 94-yard touchdown on the catch and run. The PAT gives the Huskies a 2-score lead, and it's 14-0. Later in the quarter, Elliott drops back to pass, but doesn't find an open man downfield, so he takes it himself all the way down to the BU 31-yard line. And they drive down the entire way to the 1-yard line, where Andrew Lewis punches it in for North Marion's 3rd score of the game. They lead 21-0 at halftime, and AA North Marion takes down AAA Buckhannon Upshur 35-14, the final score. We now take you out to Blacksville as the CBs of Clay Battelle host the Hornets of 100. First quarter, Tanner Burnett rolls out to his right, and he looks deep. He finds Timothy Hall for the touchdown. CBs get the early lead, 7-0. Then on the very next possession for the CBs, Travis Dill gets the handoff, weaves behind his blockers, and takes it to the house. The CBs lead by 2 scores, 14-0. Then Burnett again rolls out right. He cuts back left, and once again he finds Hall in the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the night. The CBs extend their lead to 20-0 because they missed the extra point. Then again, it's Burnett rolling out, this time to his left. He looks deep, and Christopher Wolf makes the catch. He beats the defense to the end zone. CBs now lead 28-0 after a good 2-point conversion. Then Logan Forker takes the handoff wide to the right, and he gets the corner, dodges behind his blockers, and he breaks free, races to the end zone for another CB score. They lead 35-0, and they go on to shut out the Hornets, 57-0, the final score. More 5th quarter after this.
Play of the week built by Trinity Homes comes out of Tennerton. North Marion's Brett Mays makes a sweet one-handed grab on the pass from Kyle Elliott. He turns and runs and takes it all the way for a 94-yard score. The beautiful catch turn touchdown from Mays is the play of the week built by Trinity Homes. Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in to fifth quarter. Parkersburg South and Morgantown meeting up tonight at Pony Lewis Field. The MHS defense in 2 games yet to allow a single point. Could they keep that going tonight? As we bring you up to Pony Lewis Field on the first possession for Morgantown, sophomore quarterback Logan Holgerson drops back and he completes to Cameron Henderson. 30-yard gain down to the Parkersburg South 38-yard line. And then on South's next possession, well, they're going to turn it over. Henderson will come up with the interception of a tip pass, and that's at the Patriot 42-yard line. 7-0 Morgantown at this point. A few plays later, Coleman Hazeman with a 33-yard field goal attempt. That is good. And the Mohegans increase their lead to 10-0. South would answer back late in the first. Brant Freeland powers it across from the 1. Patriots trail 10-6 through 1. Early in the second, back comes Morgantown. Holgerson goes deep. He has Henderson behind the defense, and 43 yards later, the Mohegans increase their lead to 17-6 on the second touchdown connection between those two. Late in the second, MHS facing 3rd and long at their 1. Great hit by the Patriots defense causes a fumble. Brandon Hall recovers at the MHS 6. 2 plays later, Freeland with another 1-yard touchdown run. The Patriots are within 5 at 17-12. Final minute of the half, though, MHS in South territory. Holgerson completes to Aljuan Robinson. He gains 31 yards down to the South 2-yard line. On the very next play in the Wildcat, Ben Wyboa takes it across. That makes it 24-12 Morgantown at the half, and they go on to pick up the victory by the final of 31-19, moving to 3-0 on the season. They will head to Washington next week. Brooke and University as we head across town. John Kelly's Hawks looking to move to 3-0 on the young season as well. The Hawks up 21-0 at the half, and they're looking to add more in the third. Clay Bailey rolls to his right. He has Amir Richardson near sideline, gain of 30 down to the Bruin 15-yard line. A few plays later, the Hawks would cash it in as Trevor Barnhart takes it through the Brooke defense and the fog from the 4, and that makes it 28-0 University High. Brooke looking to get on the board later in the third. Logan Williams hits Chris Yadchini for a 27-yard touchdown connection. The Bruins find the end zone for the first time on the night. The conversion is no good. That makes it 28-6. Here come the Hawks, though, on their ensuing possession. Robert Saunders with some nice running. A gain of 17. He breaks into Brooke territory at the 47-yard line. Later in the drive, Bailey again rolling out to the near side, and he's got Colby Turlington along the sideline. That's a 15-yard catch. Tack on 15 yards for the personal foul as well, and that gets the ball down to the Brooke 15. The drive would continue. Bailey to Turlington. That's another touchdown for the Hawks. 9 yards on this connection, and that extends the UHS lead to 35-6. Late in the third, Brooke going for it on 4th and long. They look deep to the end zone, but Richardson knocks the ball away. That's a turnover on downs. University yields a score late, but it would not matter as John Kelly's club moves to 3-0 on the young John Kelly, coming up on 5th quarter extra at 11:35 on WVFX Fox 10. We take it to Grafton. GHS head coach Rich Board playing a host of Brad Jett and the South Harrison Hawks. On the Hawks' first possession, Camden Barnett with a gain of 16 yards, and that is a Hawks first down. Later, it's Freddie Canary to cap a 9-minute South Harrison drive off the left side. 6 yards for the score he goes. 7-0 for the visitors. Still in the first quarter, it's Barnett. He breaks a tackle at the line, and Barnett goes 82 yards for the touchdown. South Harrison doubles their lead as they go up 14-0. Later in the first, Grafton would respond as senior quarterback Cole Collins takes it on the keeper. He's in from 21 yards out. The deficit is cut in half. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Step ahead to the second quarter. It's still 14-7. Collins looking for more, but he is sacked by the Hawks. Kevon Summers, and that's good defense there from the Hawks. Later, the Hawks are driving. Canary off the right side. Nice move at the 10. And Canary's into the end zone with a 26-yard score. That makes it 21-7 South Harrison. Later in the half with Canary, he hits the corner and is gone, and he's not going to lose the foot race. A 78-yard touchdown for the state track champion, 28-7 Hawks. After forcing a fumble, South Harrison gets on the board again. This time it's Barnett, 26 yards. That makes it 34-7 South Harrison at the half. No trouble for them as both Canary and Barnett go well over the 200-yard mark on the night, and the Hawks improve to 3-0 heading into their bye week, the final 42-14. We take you into Clarksburg. Liberty matching up with the Lincoln Cougars in a pair of 1-1 teams matching up. First quarter, Kobe Carpenter drops back to pass, scans the field before unloading a bomb to a wide-open Chase Riley. That's a 44-yard touchdown, making it 7-0 Lincoln. But Liberty would respond here with a 54-yard interception by Thomas Surrock, and that would set up this QB keeper by Seth McKinney. He takes it across to tie the score at 7 apiece. But Lincoln gets the ball back and marches down the field as Anthony Keller gets the handoff, takes it into the end zone from 7 yards out. That puts them back up by 7, 14-7. Later in the second, Keller gets the handoff again, takes it into the end zone from 4 yards out. That makes it 21-7. First play of the third quarter, Carpenter passes to Dustin Marks, who cuts it back to the middle of the field and gets into the end zone easily from 49 yards out. That makes it 28-7. Next Lincoln series, Hunter Moore gets the handoff, punches it into the end zone from 2 yards out, making it 35-7 for the Cougars. Later in the third, Carpenter drops back to pass again. Airmails this one. He's got Riley for a 45-yard touchdown, making it 42-7. And Lincoln goes on to take this one by the final of 55-13 as they move to 2-0 on the young season. 2-1 rather on the season. We take you to BC Park in Philippi. Notre Dame matching up with Philip Barber. The game would get off to a quick start for the Fighting Irish. A Philip Barber fumble would be recovered by the kicking team, so they are in business. The quick start would continue with a quick shot passing touchdown. Ryan Asmar is going to find Noah Bohanna for the game's first score. Less than a minute into the game, Notre Dame is on the board as Bohanna reels it in. It is 7-0 for the visitors. The Colts, though, would take control late in the first quarter. A short pass from Curtis Humphreys turns into a long gain of 40 yards for Joseph Collier, who powers up the right side. Philip Barber would then get on the scoreboard later in the drive. It's Collier again, this time around the left side for the score. The two-point conversion attempt was no good, so Notre Dame keeps the lead as they go up 7-6. Second quarter, Notre Dame now with the ball, at least initially. Elijah Helsley cannot corral it, but teammate Bohanna jumps on it downfield. The ensuing drive would stall out. This is the beginning of what would be a 71-yard touchdown sprint for Collier. Unfortunately, the camera battery died, but these things happen. 12-7 Philip Barber at the half. Bohanna with a late touchdown for the Irish and a late interception to seal it as the Irish pick up their first victory of the season, winning by the final of 13-12. And we take you to Elkins. Greg Hott and company looking for their first win of the season, taking on the Bridgeport Indians. Bridgeport having trouble in the red zone here. They're up 14-0, but from the 14, the snap is bobbled. Gordon Swiger is brought down to the backfield. It remains 14-zip after a missed field goal attempt. Elkins goes 3 and out. They will punt to J.T. Harris, and that is a risky proposition. Harris fields it near midfield, takes it all the way down to the Tigers' 16 before he is brought down. Tack on the face mask as well, but another missed field goal would keep it 14-0 BHS at the half. Bridgeport starts with the ball in the second half. The quick pitch goes to Harris, and number 15 has some room on the left side and a gain of 40 yards before he is knocked down at the 20. First and goal here. Swiger fakes to Harris on the read option, takes it off the left side for a 9-yard score. PAT no good, so that makes it 20-0. Bridgeport again with it at the Elkins 17. Mackenzie Holmes gets the call, but he is stripped at the line of scrimmage. Jarrett Zopp picks it up and is gone 83 yards the other way, and Elkins is on the board. They trail 20-7, but not for long. On the ensuing kickoff, John Merica, you will not find a better name, Merica, fields it from deep in his own end. He breaks up the field and goes untouched for the answer. It is America, and it is 26-7 Bridgeport. On the Indians' next drive, they're now facing 3rd and 11 when Harris is going to break to the right side, and he finds the end zone once again. An 80-yard score this time. Indians with a workmanlike victory as they move to 3-0 on the season. They knock off the Tigers by the final of 33-14. Lewis County and East Fairmont a little wet at East West Stadium. Lewis moving the ball, 3rd and 2 at the 35. Thomas Hogan hands off to Jacob White, gets to the outside, gets down to the 21. Now with 3rd and goal at the 2. White slices again for the touchdown. The PAT was good, and it is 7-0 Lewis County. 1:15 to go in the first. Bees driving with Dylan Burks at the 43. Hands off to Dylan Kinsell. Gets through the line on the far side and goes 57 yards for the touchdown run. The PAT will even things up at 7 aside. It's now 14-7 Lewis. The Bees are driving at the 41. Burks hands off to Kinsell. Slips through the line and gets the 4-yard line. 2 plays later, Burks hands off to Keller Jenkins. Powers his way into the end zone as he will find his way in to even up the score at 14 apiece. Lewis would come right back with Hogan dropping back, and he fires over the middle, and that is him hitting Nathaniel Frazier for the eventual winning touchdown. The final 21-14 as Lewis County improves to 2-1 on the season. The Benny's Boot Hill Boot of the Week is coming your way next.
Hi, I'm Stephen Colbert.
And I'm James Corden.
And I'm the host of The Late Show.
It's not enough time.
CBS Late.
We put a wrap on the show with the Benny's Boot Hill Boot of the Week, and we give the punters some love tonight. Liberty's Dalton Westfall boots this punt 52 yards down to the Lincoln 18-yard line. Liberty's Dalton Westfall, the winner of this week's Benny's Boot Hill Boot of the Week. Coming up in fifth quarter extra, we will be joined by University of Ohio head coach John Kelly talking about the Hawks' 35-13 victory over Brooke High School tonight, plus many more interesting features and highlights coming your way. So be sure to join us 2 minutes from now on WVFX Fox 10 for fifth quarter extra built by Trinity Homes.
The Bow Shop has everything for bow hunting, name brand bows, Hoyt,